Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is I hauled it but did I like it, but I want to touch base on some things with you guys before we get into that. First off, today is the only day that I have to film. Today is Sunday. As most of you know, I pre-film. I can only shoot on the weekends, and this weekend I had my niece and my nephew and we went to the zoo and we had a lot of fun there. So I only have today to film. I was only going to do 2 videos. I think that if I can get away with it, I'm going to do 3, but you guys will see me like this every single video this week, so I apologize for that if you are someone who really dislikes seeing someone's pre-filmed videos, or if they're looking the same in every single video. I really don't have a choice, but I want to have videos up for you guys, so this is what we're working with. So I just wanted to pre-warn you that I'm pre-filming. I know that some people think that I try to hide that and dupe you guys. I do not. I just talk like it's that day that you're going to be seeing it because I don't want to confuse you guys. So that's the only reason why I talk like it's Monday in my I hauled it, is because you will be seeing it on Monday, and that just made more sense to me. So yes, I am cramming these videos into one day, and I apologize if that irritates you guys. I should be pretty set after this because the summer's over. My daughter's starting school Thursday, so there won't be any sleepovers or huge outings during the weekend to where I can't film. So I'm very sorry if you are annoyed, but let's get into this I hauled it but did I like it. So just recently, a couple days ago, Saturday, you guys saw me do an Ulta haul. Now, I did that Ulta haul the weekend before you saw it. So I've had these products for over a week and I've been using them constantly, especially with doing things a lot this week and this weekend. So I wanted to review this Kardashian palette for you guys. I have used every single thing out of the palette except for this shade right here. This is the only one that I haven't used on my face. I have swatched it and played around with it on my hand and stuff, but everything else I have used, and basically everything from this palette is on my face today. Now, I did see the review by Tati, and I love Tati. I love Tati to pieces, and also a little disclaimer of the fact that products work differently for everybody, and me and Tati don't exactly have the same skin type, so things might work differently. But I do think that she was a little bit harsh on that review. Just a little bit harsh on that review. And I kind of think that she's a little bit harsh on a lot of drugstore reviews, and that's just my opinion. But I think that she's more of a luxury channel, a luxury girl. And that's what she has more positive reviews of, is not drugstore. So drugstore really doesn't stand a chance with her a lot of the times unless it's like a spectacular product. So I have a little bit of a different opinion versus what Tati thinks, and I really wanted to just get that out there just because she's such a huge channel and such a trusted beauty guru. I mean, I trust her a lot. And I saw her review the day after I actually filmed this haul, so I was a little bit like, shit, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna absolutely hate this. And I spent $17 on this, so I was like, crap. So first off, let's talk about the actual face products in here, the blush and the highlighter. Now, I do agree with Tati on a lot of the things that she talked about, just not overall with this palette per se. The blushes, I told you guys, the blush in this palette anyway felt like a MAC blush. I am wearing it today, and I like how it applied. I really do like it. I don't think it was overbearing like the blushes were for Tati. I think that she might have used a really hard hand, which I don't know why, because she's a very knowledgeable beauty guru, but it just seemed like she really dug in there and just plopped it on her face. I went in very lightly and had no problems whatsoever. And while she had clown face going on for her, I didn't. The problem that I've been having with this blush is that it seems to almost go away the moment that I place it. You know, like I go to blend it out and it's gone. I mean, you really can't even see it that much, and that was after I applied my highlighter. So my problem is almost the exact opposite, in the fact that I can't really get it to stay. But it's a beautiful color and it blends really well. Now the highlighter, you swatched this highlighter and it is amazing, like high-end amazing, you guys. Now when you try to use this with a brush, it is a little bit harder. Like Tati said, I do agree, this almost has that morphe, like that shimmery morphe texture, like their eyeshadows. It almost feels like it's wet, and that's what this is. And you can actually tell from the way that the pan looks right now from me using it. It almost looks like it has a hard pan because of how wet it is, but it does not have that hard pan. It just looks like that because it's very wet. And that goes for these two shadows here too that have the same consistency as the highlighter. They're very, very wet, but that makes them very pigmented and beautiful to swatch. Using them on the eyes can be a totally different story, or using it on the face can be a totally different story. I am wearing the highlighter today with a brush, and you just have to use a different kind of brush, I think, than you would normally use for a highlighter. I use my normal brush, but I don't use a brush that everybody uses. Like, I don't use the fan brushes. I don't use the little pointed, long pointed ones. I don't use that shit. And so I actually could work this into my skin a lot better, and I got really good results from it. I'm loving this highlighter. Like, loving this highlighter so much. So, I mean, I was a little like, when Tati was like, oh, it's crap, you know, and I'm just like, but it's not. Now with the eyeshadows, this is the look that I did today, and I used every shadow in here besides this one, and then I used this shadow here and the white one for my look today. So I used 5 shadows out of here today, and I have to say that the shadows are not that bad. You guys, are actually pretty good. The only ones that I really have kind of an issue with are these two right here at the end, the black and this taupe color. This taupe color is really the only one that is like the less shimmery shadow except for the white. So I wanted to use that as a transition shade, you guys. I had to apply so much of it and blend, and it's not completely matte. It does have a shimmer to it. It just did not work for me for a transition shade. So I really just don't have that option in here, which doesn't make it a complete face kit to me. So I had trouble with that as a transition shade. It was not showing up, and then it was like only showing up exactly where I first placed it, and I was having a really hard time to blend it out, and transition shades should not be that much work. So this was kind of a pain in the butt to me. And the black, as most blacks from the drugstore, are very patchy and hard to blend out. I actually only used the black underneath my eye today, just a little bit, just to smoke it out just a little bit, and it was patchy underneath my eye. Like, I was like, damn, like, that's no good. So these two shades are not the greatest, but when you're a makeup lover like we are and you have a ton of makeup, you have the transition shades and the black that you like in your collection to work with, so it's not that big of a deal. But for someone who wants this as a full face kit, that is going to be a little bit of a letdown, and it is kind of messing up the most important parts of the eye look, so that is something else to consider. But I mean, other than that, these shadows, they blend out well. They are gorgeous. The two shimmer shades that are like the highlighter in the Quality and Formula, they will transfer if you have hooded lids like I do, but I'm so used to that. That's not something that I judge a product by, but they go on very, very nicely. I just would use your finger. Just like the Morphe shadows with their shimmers, do not use anything but your finger because there's just no point. I did have very minimal fallout while using this shade to smoke out my eye look. It actually came out very, very nicely and was easy to blend, but there was a tiny bit of fallout, but the only difference that I saw was when I went to sweep this away, it didn't leave like a black under my eyes. It literally just swept away. Most high-ends that I have, when they have fallout and I try to sweep them lightly away, they still leave streaks of black that I have to cover up with a concealer. This didn't. So overall, you guys, I really like this. I will continue to use it. I do think that it is extremely high priced, but I mean, that's Kardashian. But I have to say, everything else that I've tried from the Kardashian beauty line has been junk. I mean, total junk, where you can't even use it and you're pissed you even spent more than $1 on it, really. This is actually something that I can continuously use and do not feel like I wasted my money at all. But then again, there are a lot of people out there that do not want to give a cent of their money to the Kardashians. And honestly, I wonder if the Kardashian drugstore beauty line, if they even use it. Like, I wonder if they even use these products at all, or if they're just like, oh, you know what, just go ahead and do whatever you want and just slap our name on it because our name is what people buy, not the product. They're smart. They're smart business women. They know. They know that people will just buy anything with their name on it. So you have to be very weary of that. I mean, I know like Kylie Jenner, she actually wears her lip products and you see her wearing them, but I've never seen any freaking Kardashian wearing this shit. So I really am kind of like, eh. And I do trust Tati's full review overall on all of the products, that they're really not that great because it's Kardashian beauty and they're really not that great. But like she did say that some people will like this, you know, and some people will hate it. It all depends on the person, and that is extremely true. I do think that some people will find this complete garbage. They will think higher of the product before even testing it, so it will be a huge letdown. But I think for people who use mostly just drugstore, this is going to be a great find for you guys, and you're going to really like it. Alright, now let's move on to this product from Covergirl, and this is their True Blend Contour Palette. Looks like that. You probably can't see it because it's dirty SF and blinding you from the ring light. So this is what it looks like. It comes with 3 different shades. It comes with a highlighter shade, a contour shade, and a bronzer shade. I've only seen one other beauty guru talk about this, and I believe that was Melissa Autry. And this was in her, I think, Friday favorites and possible poos or whatever that's called, but she did not like it. And I was like high-fiving her through the camera because I'm like, yes, girl, this is crap. Now, this isn't something that I was like, ooh, you know, this might be really good. I don't like much from Covergirl. There are a few select products that I actually like from Covergirl. I think that they have constant misses, and that if they don't up their game, they're going to fizzle out quickly. Like, they gotta get their shit together. So with this, as you can probably obviously tell from my tone, I do not like this, and I'm kind of very angry that I wasted my time on this. And I think that a huge part of that is opinion and how I feel about cream products. I think that if you are someone who loves cream products, you might be able to make this work, but I couldn't. I tried so hard, and that's why it's taking me so long to review it, is because at first I was like, yeah, no. Every time I was doing my makeup, it was to film or go somewhere special, and I didn't want to fuck up my makeup. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to use it today. No reviewing today. But I finally started using this. I've used it like 3 times, played around with it a bunch of times at night, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, the highlight, it really moved around my foundation and like made it break up. Like, it just did not work at all. The contour was probably the best out of all of them, was the best product, and I just found that when I blended it to the point where I felt like it didn't look ridiculous, it was almost blended away. Like, it was almost gone. It didn't really stay, and it didn't really do much for me. And then the bronzer, this is not a bronzer shade. Like, I'm sorry, but this is like a highlighter for a medium toned person. It is not a bronzer. It's just not. It's more of like a pink champagne highlighter. So I didn't get that at all. And when you use these products and then you try to go over them with a powder to just even deepen everything up, no. No. They'll just stick to wherever you put it, and it's just horrible. This was so horrible. Now, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that I'm not that great at cream products, so it might be my fault. But this didn't work, and Melissa, I'm guessing, has used a lot of cream products, and she didn't like it either. So I would stay away from this. I would really, really stay away from this. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is kind of a skin, it's not kind of, it is a skincare product, and this is from Clearasil. Now, I hauled this and probably the next thing I'm going to talk about on my Snapchat, because when I just buy 1 or 2 things, I'm not going to remember to put them away for a haul because I'm too impatient for that, and I won't make a haul on here with just 1 or 2 products, so I just quickly show it on my Snapchat, just the small things that I pick up at the store here and there. So this was one of them, and I got it at Ollie's because there was so much in it, and it was only a couple of dollars, and I have heard a lot of things about the Clearasil kind of spot acne treatment stuff, and I was told to get it, so I found it and I got it. I don't know if it's the exact one, but this is the Clearasil Ultra Rapid Action Treatment Gel. It's supposed to work in 4 hours. It has salicylic acid, 2%, and then acne medication, which I would have guessed was the salicylic acid. I'm not sure. It says it visibly reduces redness and pimple size in as fast as 4 hours. So I was like, okay, I will try this, because the only other one I have is the Murad one, and then I have my Willow one. I like the Willow one, but it's a pen style, and I don't want to use too much of it because that does go quick. And the Murad one, it's okay, but for the price that I paid for it, I was pissed because it doesn't work that good. So I was like, I'm going to try this out, maybe a drugstore choice. You know, it would excite you guys, I'm guessing, more than, you know, me telling you to go get the Murad, which was $18 for like half the bottle. So I got this, and I've been having a lot of, like, I want to say it's cystic acne, just because it's really deep under the skin, very painful. None of it comes to a head, you know, like, it's horrible acne on the sides of my face. Gotta love Aunt Flo. And So I thought this would be perfect for it, and I put it on and it does nothing, especially not in 4 hours. No. I actually think that it makes my acne worse, but then the day after it gets worse, it really starts to go away quickly. So I'm not really sure what to say about this other than it doesn't say or doesn't do what it claims. 4 hours? Hell no. That is such a lie. It makes it worse. It makes everything worse, but then the next day after that, it really starts to decrease very, very quickly. So it does work better than my Murad, because my Murad takes like 3 days to like get any kind of acne starting to reduce itself. This does work a lot quicker, but 4 hours, the drugstore products and their claims are ridiculous. Their claims are like stop it. Now the next thing is a kit that I got at Ollie's. I also showed this on my Snapchat. I was so excited about it. This is from John Frieda, and this is their Brilliant Brunette, and it came in a 3-pack with the shampoo and the conditioner, and then it also, which is the reason why I bought it, came with the Luminous Glaze. Now this is a clear shine gloss that you use in the shower, and it's supposed to make your hair look amazing. The shampoo and conditioner is for brunettes. They have it for every hair color though in this kind of like product line, and it's supposed to keep your hair whatever color it is. If you dye it, it's supposed to keep it for up to 10 weeks longer than it normally would be. So I was like, okay, I want to try this out, because you guys know I love that Schwarzkopf hair dye that I have that's like velvet brown, but I have noticed that it wears off very quickly for a permanent hair color. So I wanted to do something that would keep it a little bit longer. So I'm still using this, you know, I'm still using this to try to see if that works. But this I used right away. I used 3 times, and I hate it, and I have to tell you guys about it. Just in case you see that kit too and you want to buy it just for this, do not waste your money. Just don't. This is like it's almost a clear glitter gel that you put in your hair. It's actually more runnier than a gel consistency, but I don't know how else to describe it, but it's very, very shimmery and glittery, and I was actually pretty excited about that because I love shimmer and glitter. So I was like, okay, you know, this is going to be awesome. It's going to make my hair look so good. It does not. It weighs down your hair. If you have thick hair, it's going to weigh down your hair. There will be no volume. If you have fine or thin hair, God help you, because it will ruin your hair. It literally just makes it like look greasy right after you wash it. It keeps your hair straight down, so it's just really, really bad. It makes you feel like right out of the shower, it makes you feel like you put so much product in your hair that you need to go wash it. Like you need to wash your hair right after using it. Now it does say to use just a little bit, which I use less and less and less each time to see if maybe I was just overdoing it. No. There's nothing you can do to use this product to make your hair look good. Your hair looks shiny because it looks greasy. It feels greasy and it feels disgusting. It makes your hair feel gross. So I did want to share that with you guys. This is not a very good product at all. It did not work for me. I've tried it in so many different ways, amount-wise, hairstyling-wise. I've tried it so many different ways, and it just does not work. And it really made me mad, so I had to tell you guys about it. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about, because this is going to be forever long, but I like to make my videos long if I don't have a lot of them going up, I want to talk about this L'Oreal Lineur eyeliner, and I got 2 of them, and this one, the black one, is in, what are you in? They're not going to tell me. This is in Carbon Black, and this one is in Black Nor. We know I can't say that damn word, but so they're 2 different kinds of black, and I think that they are both actually black, just black. There's no real difference between them at all, in my opinion. However, I love the formula on these. You guys, I love the formula so much that I don't want to use anything else besides these. Either or, it doesn't matter, because I don't see a difference between the color or the outcome of either one of these. I do hate the packaging. I hate the packaging in the sense that there's nothing written there. It looks like it's an old used product that you wiped away the signs, you know, like the writing on, and it looks crappy to me. I think they could have put a little bit more work into the packaging. And the other thing that I hate on this is the wand. This does have a paint tip, which is my kind of liner, so I thought that I would absolutely love it, especially with how dark it was, and it is matte, so I was just like in my glory. But the wand sucks, you guys. So what I do is my favorite eyeliner, and this is the e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner. I love the wand on this one. I take this one and I dip it into these, and then I use the wand from the e.l.f. one, and that's how I do my eyeliner. they need to change the wand on this. It's such a short, little, flimsy brush that you have no control doing your eyeliner with these. No control whatsoever. And I'm an experienced brush tip kind of eyeliner girl, and I cannot use the brush on these to save my life. So the e.l.f. one has a lot longer of a brush tip, and it's a lot less flimsy, you know, and so I can use this and these, and this is the perfect eyeliner for me ever. It's like a holy grail, but I have to do a lot of work to get the eyeliner that I want. So I mean, if you guys really want to do that, get these and get the e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner and try using the wand from this with the formula of this, and I'm telling you, you guys, it's everything, and the outcome for me is worth the extra work. The formula on these eyeliners is everything. Alright, so that is everything that I wanted to review for you guys this Monday. I hope that you guys do have a really good week. Like I said before, I am really sorry about the pre-filming and the fact that I will look the same in every video I do this week. I really do apologize for that. I know most of you won't care at all, but I do know that there are people out there that hate this type of thing. So I will try to not do this with the same outfit, same makeup every single time. I will try to keep that down to a bare minimum, but thank you so much for the patience and understanding. If you guys have any questions about anything that I talked about, leave them in the comments below. I will also leave all of the links to everything that I talked about in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe before you leave because we're having a huge 10K giveaway once I hit 10,000, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!